happened. How to make $1,000 a week door dashing. I've been doing that consistently for the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. But before that, my brother was doing it. And I'm going to tell you 3 ways to do it. 3 ways you need to do it. So first, I'm going to talk about, it's actually like 3 T's. I'm going to talk about timing. Timing is everything. Timing, being top dasher, and tips. Okay? A lot of people I've been watching on YouTube don't really tell you the importance of these 3 things, and they are the most important thing out here. So I'm going to start off with timing, because I think that's like the most important thing, is timing. How much time are you going to put into this job? Because if you want to make a certain amount of money, you have to put in a certain amount of time. So in order to make $1,000 a week or more, you're going to have to go 5 days a week. Okay? You're going to have to do 10 hours a day. Now, you can make that in variations or whatever. You can do, like, 16s here and whatever you want to do. But for the most part, the way I do it is I'm going to go 10 hours a day to get $1,000 a week. So my goal every day is $200 a day. Now, sometimes you make it and sometimes you do not. It's going to depend on timing. Like I said, timing is everything. It's going to depend on what time you're going out, what times are hot in your area, like what times are the best times to go out in your area. You can Google that up. It's going to depend on how many breaks you take, so your time. So if you want to, you need to take 3-4 bathroom breaks, it might affect your money. But for the most part, it is knowing your area, knowing your niche, knowing how long and what times are going to be popular times for you to go door dashing in your area. Okay? So that's number 1, is timing. You got to put in the time, and you got to know what times are hot in your area, what times are busy. Number 2 is being top dasher. Now, this one is a little bit more tricky than the first one. Okay? Dashing when you want to go dashing. If you want to do 10 hours a day, every day, or 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, or whatever it is that you want to do, you want to be able to do that. When you're not top dasher, you cannot make your schedule the way you want to make your schedule. You can kind of fit it in how they let you fit it in, but it's beneficial to be top dasher. When I thought it wasn't, it is. So you need to be that. So that's number 2. Number 3, tips. No, I don't see a lot of YouTubers talking about tips. If you don't get tips is everything in DoorDash. If you don't get tips, you're not going to get anything. Like, you're not going to make $200 a day. Like, people try to make it like it's such a strategy to it. And it is a strategy to it as far as, like, order picking, like how you pick your orders and different things like that. But for the most part, tips. And tips are, like, luck-based. If somebody wants to tip you, they'll tip you, and because they do it in the beginning. Now, if you do an excellent job and they leave you this great rating and they want to go into the app later and tip you, then that's cool. I have never seen that. For me, anyway. And I do feel like I do a great job for the most part. I try to, anyway. But it's going to be the individual. It's going to be them initially making their order, knowing that people are going to bring it to them, and appreciating that they do that to give you tips. Like, yesterday I got a $20 tip. I didn't do anything special. I did everything I always do. But they had already put that in there. Because initially the order came across as a $17 order. And when you push complete order, there was $27. So I actually went back into the app and thanked them for that generous tip because I appreciated it. But that's what it is. It's really, 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 really tips that make your money. Like, I'm not saying that you can't get to $200 a day with minimum tips, but it's going to be really hard. Like, that's how you pick your orders. You have to pick orders that make sense. You have to make it make sense. My husband DoorDashes as well, and he was taking some orders sometimes that was just, in my opinion, just trash orders, like $5 and stuff like that, and it was just like, that's not worth your time or your money. So it's just like, you can't do that. You have to try to pick the best orders. Now, I have a separate video on how to show you how to pick the best orders, but I will say this disclaimer: DoorDash is making it harder for you to get your money. Like, it is making it harder for you to pick good orders. And then also, what they do is, at the end of the month, the last day of the month, if you don't have a 70% acceptance rate and 95% completion rate, and I believe 100 orders for the month, you're not going to be top dasher. You are not going to be top dasher, and if you're not top dasher, it's going to make it next month really, really hard to make your money. So
I just said that to get you mad.
strive to be top dasher. I can't stress that enough. Like I said, I was a person who didn't think top dasher made a big difference once I first got it, but my brother's going through something to where he's not top dasher this month, and it's really, really affecting his money. And I just do not want that for you all. I'm trying to help you. I'm letting you know right now, keep your acceptance rate up. It's hard to do that. I'm not even gonna lie, it's hard to do that because they give you some trash orders. But that end of that month, that end of that last day of the month, you might have to take all the garbage, eat well, blubber, as my husband says. It's funny. But you have to do whatever you have to do. You might have to take some trash orders to get your ratings up, because if you are not top dasher, DoorDash dogs you. I mean, really.
Damn!
So, if you don't take nothing else from this video, know that it's a lot of luck, and that you need to be top dasher. You need to get your acceptance rate and stuff up, or keep it up. Like I said, it's gonna make you feel a little bit sick to your stomach, some of these orders you're gonna have to take if you don't keep it up there. Because if you, first of all, you're not gonna make your money anyway if you're not having at least a 60% acceptance rate. Because what DoorDash will do, they'll stop sending you orders. If you don't accept anything, they'll stop sending it to you, because like, you're not accepting anything anyway, so why am I sending it to you? So I feel like, and this is what I do, the best thing to do when you are getting a lot of trash orders in a row is pause your dash, go have something to eat, go have a bathroom break, whatever. Just clear your mind for a few minutes, like maybe about 30 minutes, and then jump back on the app. Because what happens is, it's almost like a reset. The app will reset, I believe. This fool driving in the middle of the street. Yeah, I believe that it resets. So do that and come back on and try it again. If it's still giving you trash orders, then you're gonna have to probably end your dash, because what's gonna happen is your acceptance rate is gonna go way down. It's gonna cause you to have to try to pick it all back up or whatever, like, so you can be top dasher, and it's just not worth it. So just don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, so that's it. Okay? In order to make $200 a day, you need to put the time in, know the timing around your area, know what's popular, put the time in, become top dasher, and get them tips. The tips, like I said, is up to chance, in the sense that most people tip initially, and if they're not going to tip, they don't tip. They don't come back in and tip. But if you are exceptional at what you're doing, like if you do your job really well and you try to make sure their food is hot and you get it to them right away and you're not playing any games, maybe they'll go back in and tip you. But it's really tips, and it's really a lot of luck and a lot of chance. It just, some people try to act like it's a thing what they're doing, but it's really not. It's just that some people tip and some people don't. But it has been consistent for me to make this money the way I want to make this money, by picking the orders where I feel like the person tipped. So, yeah, that's it. This happened. This was an accident. I didn't do this on purpose. But my mama said she liked it, so I kept it. But anyway, and then what can you do after you cut all your hair off?